So when we listened to the album, we noticed that you listed, I literally made a list of this.
A lot of drinking songs?
A lot of drinking songs. You mentioned tequila, whiskey, champagne, Malibu rum, and beer.
Yep.
I don't think we missed any. But there might have been a wine.
Might have been a wine, but we're not
Might have been
sure.
a wine. Not sure.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
Right?
I mean,
Right?
I feel like I covered it.
Yeah, you hit them all on that.
Well,
So you're saying what?
so I'm saying, can we play a drinking game with you? We won't make you drink. We know.
Please don't.
We won't make you drink. We're going to play flip cup with you. Okay? But I'm not going to make you drink.
Okay.
I promise.
If you don't flip it, get it on the first time, you have to answer questions from my mom.
Awesome.
All right?
So
You're going to play
nothing too
against
bad.
Amber.
So I'm just playing against her.
Yep.
Here,
Okay.
you want to stand? I think I'm going to do better if I stand up. Can
I'm
I
good.
stand up?
You do your thing.
All right, hit it.
All right, you go first.
Just
First time flip.
Oh, he nailed it on the first try. All right, go ahead.
Oh, gosh. I did it well earlier, so I'm not going to do it well this time, I'm sure.
Boom.
I'll win.
Question from my mom.
What was your most awkward celeb encounter?
This is your question, by the way.
One time I was at a party.
Microphone, please.
One time I was at a party, and TJ Osborne was like, "Oh my gosh, let's go dance!" And he's like, "Let's go, let's hang out, let's dance." And I got a little nervous because TJ Osborne is handsome, and so we got at the dance floor, and TJ's dancing, and the first thing that came to my mind was the robot. So TJ is dancing, and I was like I pulled one of these. I did like this, and he just was like.
So it was your first and last dance with TJ, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Do you have any?
Well, I didn't have to answer the question.
All right,
so,
all right,
you
fair
know what I
enough.
mean?
Flip it up.
Right.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Again?
Yeah. Oh!
Oh,
Boom. Question from my mom.
awesome. All right. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Don't lie.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I feel like I do, but I have this, the ring and the beeping.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't
Uh-huh.
do it, used to in my first truck, it's like that thing would happen and you could just click the seatbelt and it would turn it off.
Uh-huh.
Now it doesn't work, so now I put it on just so I don't have to hear that. So I would say, for the most
Yes.
part, I do.
All right,
One
we'll
more,
do
Amber.
one more
Yeah,
round.
hit it.
All right. Let's pray I don't have to answer any more questions.
Well,
Boom.
Unfortunately, you do.
What's the last text you sent? I think it was something really wholesome. Like I texted my grandma, like, "Did you make it to work okay?" What was the last text you sent? You're like judging me hardcore.
I don't have to answer it. It's not my question.
He plays by the rules, man.
Jeez.
I hit one
See?
more.
Cutting me no
Go ahead.
slack.
Whoa!
All right.
All right,
You're
he's
up.
a ringer at this, obviously.
Dude.
If there's something I'm good at, it's drinking games.
I should have picked something else for you, man. Now I'm like nervous.
Oh, this is great.
You're awesome at this, by the way.
Boom.
You're killing me, Jason. When was the last time you called your mom? 2 days ago.
Not bad.
2 days ago.
Mine
It's
was
not just been a
yesterday.
month or anything. When was the last time you're not going to answer, are you?
Well,
don't
I
need
called
to.
mine yesterday, but
Attaboy.
yeah.
That boy.
All right, Taste of Country Nights. We got the man, Jason Aldean. What's happening?
What's happening, man?
Man, it's good to have you here. The album is out. It's awesome. We've actually listened to it old school style, front to back.
On a CD, you mean?
Yeah,
Old school style on a CD?
No.
We got a link.
I
We
know-
didn't get a
okay.
CD.
I was going to
Not
say,
that old
that's
school.
like really old school.
Do you have a cassette of it?
Yeah, you see like a CD now, people are like, what is that thing?
Which ones on the song were Britney's favorites? Because I know sometimes she selects your
Yeah.
singles.
So, Got What I Got is one that for her, which I knew she was going to love that one. It's just kind of got a little more pop, flavor to it. So, she loved that one, Blame It On You. She likes more of the, a little more of the pop sounding stuff. She's kind of a hip hop fan. She not a big fan of rock and roll, so she doesn't like, like the Weebacks and the Same Way and, those kind of things. It's not really her jam. So she likes more of, Got What I Got's probably her favorite song on there.
Do you ever let her listen to songs and just straight out of the gate, she's like, nope, don't like it, hate it?
Well, I know the ones that she's gonna like.
Yeah.
Like when I had Got What I Got, and even on the last album, it was You Make It Easy. I came in, I was like, well, here's a hit, and I just played it for her. She loved it, and then but there's certain stuff like We Back, that I'm like, you're gonna hate this, but it's really cool, and I'll
Yeah.
play it. Like I know before I play it for her,
Okay.
because I just know her style of music, and she just, she's not a fan of rock and roll, but that's a huge part of what I do. So, like she hates like Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. Like she's not a real fan of that stuff. She likes Boyz II Men and like Brian McKnight,
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff.
Who's her favorite hip hop artist?
Beyonce.
So wait, is your house? Do you guys just hang out at your house and listen to Beyonce?
No, I like Beyonce, but we have Alexa, so we'll Alexa play whatever, and we usually put it like our kind of meet in the middle is like 90s, like 90s stuff. Because I love 80s and 90s, and she was, I was like a child of the 80s, she's a child of the 90s, and so we kind of meet in the middle on the 90s thing. But.
Has Memphis started using the Alexa yet? Can he?
Not yet. But it won't be long. Trust me. He's at that age right now where he's repeating everything. So I'm like having to be careful what I say around him these days.
We read that he's flushing stuff down the toilet too.
Oh, dude, you name it. He's throwing stuff. He's going to throw stuff in the trash, and it's like we're looking for something. We're like. Where did you put that? We go look and it's in the trash. It's not trash. So it's pretty wild.
Now 9 is your lucky number, and that's obviously why you named the album. It's your 9th studio album. What made that your lucky number?
Man, growing up, I was big into sports, and I thought baseball was going to be my career path. That's what I thought I was going to do, and 9 was just my number. I was always a single digit guy, and it was 3. My number was 3 for a long time. And then once I got to middle school, I couldn't have 3. Somebody else had it, like somebody older. So I was like, man, so I went with 9. And so I just had it, from then on. And still, even now, if I play in a celebrity game or something like that's always my number. And so George Strait had an album called Number 7. And I've always thought that was really cool. And so I just kind of told myself, I'm like, man, I don't know if I'll ever make 9 albums, but if I do, it'd be cool to call it Number 9. And so I looked up, this many years later, and we were making the 9th album, and there you have it. You know what I mean?
We also noticed that Number 9 on the album is the first single, We Back.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until somebody brought it up today.
Okay.
But there you go. Little things like that. I'm just saying, it's kind of meant to be, I guess. But somebody I was talking to today actually mentioned that, and I was like, I didn't realize that, but maybe we did that. Maybe my producer did that on purpose. I don't know.
Somebody was really thoughtful about that.
Smarter than me, clearly. Right?
Somebody was looking out.
Yeah.
Now you guys are building your dream fortress.
Yeah, we started building this house a couple years, or I guess about a year and a half ago or so, and it was just kind of our forever home. It's like where we want to be from now on, and kind of raise our kids, and it's one of those things where I just said, I've worked hard over the years, and like if we're gonna do this, like let's build what we want, and not sit here in 5 years and look back and go, man, I wish we'd have done this, done that, and whatever. So, we made sure we knew exactly what we wanted, and went and started building it. And now I'm going, man, I wish we'd have went a little smaller just so we could already be in our house, because it's taken forever to kind of do this thing. But it'll be great when it's all said and done. And obviously the career I've had and the people that supported it are the reasons we get to have that house and that stuff. So it's I'm very thankful for that, and it's going to be great. And just, the fact that I get to raise my kids there, and that's going to be their home forever. It's cool. I
heard that you didn't have much say in the house. The only thing you get to design is the pool, and that's why you picked a 60-foot water slide.
Well, no. I did pick the water slide, and the pool was definitely all my deal. But I'm probably more involved in it than my wife would want me to be, honestly. I'm like, what do you think about this? And she's like, oh, I love that. And I'm like, hold up a minute. What if we did this? So it's been like a compromise. She's not, I like kind of rustic stuff, and a little more, I don't know, like wood beams and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's a little more straight lined, like modern, So it's kind of like a little trade-off. We have to like give and take with each other a little bit on things, but it's actually, it's going to be gorgeous when it's done. And I'm excited to to get in there. We've been living in a rental house now for, I don't know, about 9 months, and we're going to be in it for another 7 months. So I'm just like, I'm over it at this point.
Has anybody hit you up to try to get a pool party at your place once it gets
They
done?
don't have to. My wife's already planning it now. She's like, well, we'll be in by my birthday. My birthday's in June, so let's just, we'll throw a big pool party. I'm like, cool. All right. We're always looking for a reason to have people over and have fun, so it's fun.
Right. And we see you're obviously great friends with Kane Brown. Have you got to meet Kingsley yet?
I did. I actually went to Kane's house last week maybe, and got to see her for the first time, and she's beautiful, man, and he's so over the top with her, first time dad, and him and his wife both, they're excited, and it's great, man. It's I knew Kane before she came along, and to watch him and Caitlin kind of get married, be at the wedding, and see all that, and now start their family. It's been really cool.
Did you give him any new dad advice?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think the best advice you can give a parent is like, you just got to figure it out. You know what I mean? I mean, you just figure it out. Every kid's different, and everybody parents different, and it's just something that, I don't know, for whatever reason, I think instincts kind of kick in, and you figure it out, and whatever, you may do it different than me, but like, she's going to get used to the way you do it, and that's going to be what it is,
Yeah, my baby's 7 months old, and we celebrate. This is our first-time parents, and we celebrate not like, oh, you're 7 months. It's like, oh, we haven't dropped you in 7 months.
You're still breathing.
Right.
That's amazing.
Right.
Dude, that's how it was with Memphis. Like, we brought him home, and it was, it was Britt's first child, and it was the first time for me having a baby in the house in 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was just like, we're just like, okay, is he breathing today? All right, cool.
Yeah,
we got through another day, man.
Right.
It's one day at a time. And then you turn around, he's 2, Navy's, almost 10 months, and we're like, man, we're at the finish line.
Right. Are you going to do a collab with Kane Brown?
I would love to work with Kane, man. I mean, he's one of my, really good friends, man, and so I, with stuff like that, it's never something that I plan out ahead of time. It's always if the right song comes along and I go, man, I think Kane would sound great on that, or so. That's kind of how that happens with me, more so than like going, I want to work with Kane, let's go find a song. It's like, well, I got the song, I think Kane would sound great on it. What I mean? So I'm open to it. I think he would be too, and I think it'd be great if we could find the right thing. I would be all about it. Yeah.
We appreciate you coming by, man. And
yeah,
we love
thank
the
you
album.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.